Good day, beloveds. How y'all doing today? Happy Sunday. This video is a little bit different today. And if you're new here, I am Danny, social worker and aromatherapist, where I married the two to help our overall quality of life and well-being. Today, this video is about a response to Tabitha Brown's video, where she's talking about food allergies and chronic hives. She did this video about 2 days ago, and I was just like, oh my Brown. So that's why this video is titled Me Too, Tabitha Brown. I know what you're talking about. These food allergies are no joke and nothing to play with, okay? I shared on my channel where um, I became a vegetarian 20 years ago, but prior to that, growing up, I had issues with asthma and eczema, so much to the point where it was just like I was using creams and that was it. And it wasn't solving the problem. And I would find myself going in and out of the ER at the time, and I found myself, not having a real solution to my allergy problems with food. Didn't know it. My parents didn't know it. My family didn't know it. And I was the only one who actually had food allergy issues growing up in my family. OMG. Fast forward, and I have a video on my channel where I'm talking about that. Actually, if you go on my website, you can see right here, Aroma Buzz and Blossoms, one of the very first videos I talk about that. But fast forward, went to college and found out that I had a number of food allergies I did not know growing up. Some things we knew, but not to the extent that I knew when I went away to college. Okay. And then when I went away to college, afterwards, still a broke college student, it wasn't until I got out and afterwards that I really took my food allergy seriously. Had a really bad episode. Ooh, when Tabitha Brown was talking about those hives, baby, let me tell you this. I had a rash that went from the top of my shoulders to the top of my buttocks. Okay, and the rash was all over my arms. It was so bad that when I took a shower, whatever, I was just sloughing off skin. And to the point, even so, if I wore something like this that was black, when I took off my clothing, you could see the skin on the inside of my clothing that was just coming off. Whatever happened, that excuse me, that rash took over my backside of my body for whatever reason, all on the front too, but more so on the back and on my arms, which was really weird. Went to the doctor. All they gave me was creams. For me, end up going to a naturopathic doctor who was able to help me to wean off some foods and then help me to incorporate foods into my diet. But at that time, as I was weaning off some foods and introducing them back, I decided, okay, I didn't want meat. And it was a number of things that led me to become a vegetarian, for which I've been for over 20 years now. And I never look back. That and probably watching something like Forks and Knives. If you've never seen that documentary, I don't know where you can find it now, but it just talks about, excuse me, our food industry and the things that go on and what have you. But um, if I'm remembering correctly, but that was a number of things led up to that deciding point, and I have not looked back. Has it been easy? Absolutely not. But it was a choice for me. And looking back, my health challenges saved my life because I'm not bragging, but I don't want to, nor am I taking life-sustaining medications for like high blood pressure, cholesterol, or things of the nature. Um, for things that I feel like I control with my diet. Yes, there's areas where people cannot get food plentiful and ready with fresh foods. I get that. But if you're in an area where that's a choice for you and it's a choice based on your choices, then you might want to think about that. I'm just saying that the food allergies are real. I'm with you. Me too, Tabitha Brown. One of the things that also helped me, I mentioned about going to a naturopathic doctor, stop eating meat, and really diving into what is it about my diet that's causing me issues. So, for example, if I eat peanuts, oh my God, that's one of the quickest ways to take me to something. It's like, oh, I don't have peanuts. Let's go to the ER. It's no question. I just need to go. I do have, like Tabitha mentioned, I do have an EpiPen, and I keep on hand with me. Um, yes, I would use it, but I'm still going to the ER. Hopefully, I have enough nerve and probably enough gumption to use. 'Cause I don't like sticking myself in nobody's needle. But if I have to, then take me to the ER. But that food allergy is no jokes. Fish, for example, same thing. I'll swell up all in here. So when she was talking about that, I was like, yes, yes. And it's just not easy to be in a surrounding or a family where you have food allergies and nobody else does. And you're like, well, why me? What's going on with me? What's wrong with me? And that's the way I felt coming up. If you can relate to that, let me know. But honestly, today I have no regrets. Um, I feel like, again, it saved my life and helped me to focus on being healthy as best as I can and doing what I do now. I've mentioned on my channel that I am a lifestyle coach for chronic diseases, high blood pressure, and diabetes. And, you know, trying to stay on top of things of what they say are hereditary and doing the best that I can with what I can and how I know, you know. And I'm grateful and so thankful because it was a time where I felt like, if I could say it, an ugly duckling, real ugly duckling. I know Tabitha was talking about the bumps and stuff all over her face. Oh my God. I used to have so bad eczema and so bad acne that I didn't even like look at myself in the face in the mirror. I was just like, you know how you didn't want to look at yourself? And you looking at yourself in a mirror or what, see your reflection in something. I was like, no, I don't want to look at myself. And it was just that bad. So I can relate, Tabitha Brown. I thank you for that video. Thank you for sort of not saying put anything on you, but an ambassador to eating um, vegetarian or vegan. I haven't. I've tried going vegan, but I'm more of a vegetarian because there are some things you need to do to supplement your life when you're a vegetarian. Vitamins and specifically like B12, for example. I'm just putting that up there for me. And that's you do have to pay attention. It's not just about taking taking meat out of your diet. There's some things that you'll need to do in order to work that. And if you understand what I'm talking about, being vegan or vegetarian, please comment. Let me know that I'm not out the box with that. But one of the things I want to share with you that has helped me, ladies and gentlemen, is eat right for your blood type. And I can't remember if it was a naturopathic doctor who shared with me about this book. And I've had it. You can see it's all tab. Of I am B blood type, and so I have it all highlighted and everything for my blood type. You see, I have it highlighted and got stuff all in it with recipes and things of that nature. Um, things to avoid. You see, I got red marks all in my book too. Um, highlighted, underlined, what to avoid. And what I love about this book, and this book is by Dr. Peter J. Andiamo with Catherine Whitney. What I love about it, it takes you through everything. It takes you, for example, one of the things it highlights for me to avoid wheat. I've been gluten free for a long time, and wheat, and I know they say it's not together, but I just choose not to have any wheat whatsoever. And it goes over each category of foods that we may eat. And it says highly beneficial, neutral, and avoid is like the topics. And so, for example, if you're a B blood type, as far as meat is concerned, if you choose to eat meat, is lamb, mutton, rabbit, and venison. Well, I wasn't eating none of that when I was growing up. We didn't know nothing about lamb, mutton. Well, I take that back. Rabbit, down south. If you have family from down south, you know what I'm talking about. But in the U.S., but I didn't grow up on that. I grew up on chicken and beef and pork and, stuff like that, more conventional stuff. Um, it says highly beneficial for me as a B blood type. The things that are neutral, they mention are beef, buffalo, pheasant, turkey, and veal, and liver. Again, growing up, we had a lot of beef, more turkey. We didn't have veal, pheasant, I'm a bird, I'm assuming, but other than that, mm-mm. And then it says to avoid, if you're a B blood type, bacon, chicken, Cornish hen, duck, goose, ham, partridge, pork, and quail. Okay, I grew up on bacon, chicken, and Cornish hen, and ham, and pork. I didn't know no better, you know? And it goes on to talk about seafood, right? Said type B's thrive on seafood, especially deep ocean fish such as cod and salmon. I used to have salmon when I was growing up, but the things they say for us to avoid as B type is shellfish, crab, and lobster. That is true. When I had shellfish like shrimp and things like that, uh, it's not pretty. And I used to eat it, right? So it goes on to talk about fish, which is highly beneficial for B blood type. But again, certain fish that I just stay away from altogether. But it goes on to talk about dairy and eggs. Highly beneficial, for example, for B blood type is goat cheese. I do like that. Skim milk or mozzarella. The thing they also have a neutral category again. It said butter or buttermilk. And there's things to avoid in this category, which is dairy and eggs. Avoid American cheese. Avoid blue cheese, ice cream, and string cheese. Okay, I grew up on eating blue cheese or in the dressing. American cheese, that stuff that don't hardly melt. Never mind. And then ice cream, or string cheese. Yeah. Woo. I think about all these things that I used to eat on a regular basis. It's just like, you know, for everybody, maybe not. But when I tell you this book has been a godsend for me, baby, the things that have outlined in this book for me has helped me tremendously, tremendously, tremendously. And I even purchased this book for family. They do have individual blood type books, so you don't have to buy the whole book with all four of them. But if you have a family and y'all have all sorts of different blood types in your family, like I do, it might be beneficial to have this book in your home. Um, just to see what types of foods might be more beneficial for you given your blood type. And for me, it works. And I don't know who this can help or who this might benefit, but it's something to think about. And you can find this book on Amazon or what have you. And when I tell you, I have gone, this is this is a section that talked about vegetables, like eliminate tomatoes. Oh yeah, can't have tomatoes in the ketchup and stuff. No. Corn, can't have the corn. Mm-mm. And I've highlighted you see me saying no, no in this book. I mean, yeah. And I've starred things that have been good for me. And then some stuff in this book I have where I have got sad faces next to things that I used to enjoy that is not for the best of me. For example, it says avoid pumpkin. I used to eat pumpkin seeds too, right? I'm gonna tell you this story. I ate some pumpkin seeds sitting at my desk one time, went into the office, and in the midst of eating them, I got hot from the top of my head to the soles of my feet. It was so hot. I was working in cubicles and stuff at the time. I got so hot that I, I literally got out of my chair and was sitting on the floor because I did not know what was going on. I told my supervisor at the time, I need to go home. I don't know what that was. I gathered my stuff. It was all I could do to make it home. And I spent the rest of the day sleeping on the floor. It was just that bad. And so pumpkin seeds. So those food allergies and reactions are real. Pay attention, like Tabitha suggested, to your body. When your body says yes, okay. When your body says no, say, okay, I give in, I will to to my temple. It's the only one I have. I don't have an extra one in the closet, y'all. And I am thankful that I'm paying attention, more attention to my body and the food allergies that may be going on. But I wanted to share this with you. So again, just in case it can help somebody, and say thank you to Tabitha Brown for what you've done and what you shared. So not to, be a downer about this, but in this book it also talks about foods that they give you recipes. For example, they have some recipes, some food suggestions that you can try that would be that they feel are more selective for your blood type. I have made a video. I'm actually using one of the recipes out of this book. I did it during, excuse me, the holiday time where I'm talking about a quinoa applesauce cake, good for diabetics that I have on this channel. So if you haven't seen that, watch that as well. But that I got that recipe out of this book, and you can modify them as you will. But I just wanted to share that with you today, and hopefully that it encourages somebody, particularly us in our community, because food can, food, depending on the foods you eat and during the holiday times and what have you, in some circles, food is our love language, and those who want to feed you and what have you, that's wonderful. But sometimes it's just not in your best interest. And I know when I became a vegetarian, it was like some people felt like I was discrediting them and their food. That's simply not the case. It's just that I was trying to live my best life and not have episodes and going back and forth to the hospital and trying to control my weight as well and not become diabetic. Hello? So hopefully this video helps somebody. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And like I always say on this channel, it's my pleasure to serve you. And let us continue to learn, grow, and share together naturally. If this video resonates with you, let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate it. And you're not alone. If you're out there and you have food allergies and you're the only person in your circle who does, and you're trying to do the best that you can, I get it. I totally get it. It's helped me to, at best, realize what's the goal, what's the primary goal. Is it taking the medication, or is trying to stay away from the doctors only when I need to go for physical checkups? As best I can. That and the cost of medical insurance in the US is astronomical. It can be. So just wanted to share that with you. Love you much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and talk soon. Stay tuned for more upcoming DIY videos. And if you enjoyed this video, let me know. All right, loves. Bye bye now, beloveds.